Again, I'm back. Thank you. As I was saying, Reverend Jeremiah Wright, in speaking of goddamn America, was quite biblically correct. Furthermore, his comments on this country not supporting the state of Israel will bring down the wrath of Yahweh upon the American public, our American government, in turn the American people. Reverend Jeremiah Wright is a well-informed scholar, not of only of the theology, the scriptures, but of world events, political events, and in his eyes, he saw no change in the American political system in reference to the racism, not just of blacks, but of Jews. So, I have suffered these kind of discriminatory, anti-Semitic, racial profiling as the black people. And it really disturbs me that the news media would come down so hard on Reverend Wright and the Trinity Church. If I had the funding, I would definitively go to that church and shake Pastor Moss's hand and give him a big Christian hug, because they're doing the proper and correct thing. Not the politically correct terminology of the right thing. But ladies and gentlemen, they are teaching scriptures. They are teaching prophecy and how this American government, not the people, the American government has kept secrets from the citizens. We the people, for the people, by the people, of the people. And it's very disturbing that these things would have a role in Fox News. And it is very disturbing that the media is so adamant about destroying people like Barack Obama, Reverend Wright, Pastor Moss, and all these others, okay? Have you noticed that Fox News and other, news organizations, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, never once mentioned the Green Party? Oh yeah, they briefly talked about the Libertarian Party, the Constitution Party, but the two black ladies on the Green Party ticket, and I'll be quite honest, I had no idea who they were, so I'm watching C-SPAN, and God bless C-SPAN. They were showing the acceptance of these two black ladies. I apologize for not remembering their names, but these ladies was on the Green Party ticket. And it was very disturbing that nobody in the news media, except C-SPAN and Lou Dobbs of CNN, a true nonpartisan independent, spoke of these things, okay? And it's very disturbing that we, if we look back in our electoral history, at one time we had 10 or 15 political parties. The Liberals, the Whigs, the Federalists, the GOP, which is now Republican. So, it is this is another proof we're in the end times. It's mind-boggling to quite say it. It leaves me speechless to a degree. So the spiritual warfare is getting more aggressive. The demons, the unrighteous clean spirits. For example, The this one young man who made some very nasty comments. Polar shift learned to swim. Made some very nasty comments about Pretty Mafia, and this shows the spiritual warfare. Allow me to explain. When you make a false accusation against somebody, for example, if I made false accusations of John McCain saying he's a terrorist, well, that's a lie. So the unclean, unrighteous demon, spirit, lie, goes to God and say, hey, God, Yahweh, look what Rabbi Josiah did. He perpetrated a lie, a falsehood, a false accusation against John McCain. I wish to do harm to Rabbi Josiah. In all fairness, God, Yahweh, must allow that because God is just. He's equal. So this unclean, unrighteous spirit, lie, comes and wreaks havoc in my life because my heart is not in tune. It's not right with God, Yahweh. And it's the same thing with everybody on YouTube and these other websites, Fox News. And Fox News is going to pay a dear, dear price when the government takes over the media and it becomes government operated, whether it's under Barack Obama's administration or the next president after him. Ladies and gentlemen, people like Sean Hannity and William O'Reilly, Neil Bartz. By the way, Neil Bartz is with Fox News now. Glenn Beck from CNN, he's with Fox News. Look at all the propagandists, and I use the word Nazi liberally because of the propaganda machine of Adolf Hitler. Okay? That's the only comparison, analogy, and metaphor I use, is a comparison note. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in spiritual warfare. If you do not understand spiritual warfare, I greatly, greatly grieve for you and your soul. Shalom. Peace and blessing unto you and yours. Lord, we come to you and ask you to bind and gag and loose from us all their assignments, unclean, unrighteous spirits, Lord. We ask you to bind and gag all the cross prayers and cross bearers. We ask these things in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Marachete.